Alright, it's Unit 4-5. It's adding and subtracting rational expressions. So we're going to move from multiplying and dividing into adding and subtracting, which, if you remember, adding and subtracting fractions can be a little tougher because we have to have a common denominator. Okay. Alright, here's a math career for you. A statistician. Statistics is the scientific application of mathematical principles to the collection, analysis, and presentations of numerical data. You can read more there as you'd like, all the way down from collection and processing, analysis of data, interpretation, opinion polls, and so on. Here's your salaries, and there's your math needed there at the bottom. Alright then, standard 13.0 is still where we're working. And today we'll learn to add and subtract rational expressions as stated. And the rules for adding and subtracting rational numbers are basically the same as adding and subtracting fractions. Okay? So just watch this, please. If the denominators are the same, you can keep the denominators and add the numerators. So how about this? 3/7 over 2/7. Denominator is the same, add the numerator. 3 plus 2, of course, being 5. Nice and simple, 5/7 is our final result. What if we throw some letters in there, some algebra stuff? 2y over y cubed plus 2y over y cubed. Now, when we add these, try to be disciplined here. You're not changing the denominator at all. You just simply add the numerators at the top. We end up with 4y over y cubed. Now, if you circle that and turn it in, what do you think high school teacher's going to say? Look at the top and bottom. We can certainly simplify this because of the letter y there. So we don't know what y is, but there's 1 in the numerator and 3 in the denominator, so we can reduce it down to 4 over y squared. Okay? All right. Now, if we have subtraction, this could be a bit trickier, because if we recall, whenever we subtract, we're actually going to end up wanting to add the opposite, but we're going to change some signs around a little bit as needed. So let's look at this complicated looking thing. The good thing is the denominators are the same, w squared minus 16. But now this subtraction sign here is going to affect the numerator. That's why I put them in red there for you so you can see it. So notice, we'll go ahead and use the common denominator and combine the numerator here. And recall what happens. The subtraction affects everything in the second numerator. Do you remember what that was called? That funny word? The subtrahend. Subtrahend is what this piece here is called. Now, let's go ahead and distribute that negative sign through. The opposite of positive w is negative w. The opposite of negative 3 is positive 3. And now let's just get to work. We'll combine like terms. 3w minus w, negative 11, and positive 3. And we end up with this right here. Now we're not done, of course, because we've got some work there. 2w minus 8, we can factor that. W squared minus 16, hopefully you recognize that as equal twins, right? So let's make sure we simplify here to finish. So why don't you pause the video for a second, take a look at that, and see how you do. Okay, and I'll be right back with you. All right then. What do you think we can factor here, top and bottom? Well, how about something out of the numerator? And what do we do with the bottom? Well, I already gave you a hint earlier. Looks like a difference of squares to me. So, whoops, I'm going to go ahead and do this. 2 over w minus 4. Do you see how we factor a 2 out right here? And then w squared minus 16 is this. And now let's reduce. W minus 4's cancel. And our final result is 2 over w plus 4. So what did we do there? We had a common denominator. We combine the numerators and then simplified. Maybe you have to factor, maybe you don't, but just be on the lookout for that. Alright, that's it for Unit 4-5. If you'd like some more, take a look there and have us a question, alright? Alright then, we'll talk to you soon.